Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Lincoln and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Lincoln's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and quiet motivation that we give him when we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any little correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Lincoln's going to go home with his very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now Lincoln is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Lincoln heel. Now at this point Lincoln has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you're walking with him. Not dragging you down the street, not forging ahead, but staying even with your left leg, and each time that you stop your feet, he's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And Lincoln is just a baby, so we try to keep things very light. Rich is quietly praising him and talking to him, good heel, good boy, so that he enjoys training and doesn't look at it as a punishment. He's an adorable little guy. Nice automatic sit. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Your homework is going to be to practice lengthening out the time and the distance, because his attention span is short right now. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him counterclockwise, quickly gets back to heel position and stops at Lincoln's shoulders. And Lincoln should remain seated until he gets his next command. And they take off heeling again. And he's trying, you can tell Lincoln is trying very hard to do it right. Rich leaves him in another sit stay and turns to face him. He keeps just a little bit of tension on that leash so that Lincoln is learning to sit for longer. You're going to work up over the next several months to 3-minute sit stays. This time Rich is going to call him out of this. This is the come on command. And he should come right in front of you and sit facing your knees, and coming to you should always be a good thing, and he should get praised for doing it. And this eliminates a puppy that jumps all over you. So all of these exercises are designed to help to improve his focus, his attention span, his maturity, his ability to pay attention for longer and longer periods of time. Rich calls him and he guides him, and he uses that leash as a guide. And Lincoln comes in and sits. Now he has a great foundation in obedience training. And you guys just have to keep it going at home. Because to have a young puppy like this doing all of these commands, you definitely want it to keep going and keep improving. Now the next command that Rich is going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with the puppy seated at your left open palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay can be practiced right indoors. You don't have to do any of your exercises outside. You can work inside as well. When Rich returns back to him again, he walks all the way around him, back to his shoulders, and Lincoln then is waiting for his next command. And like if you get home from school or work and he's really amped up, that's a great time to put him on leash and practice his commands, because this tires him out because he's having to think. Nice automatic sit, left open palm, straight down toward the ground, down and stay. And this time Rich will call him out of that down. And he comes right in and he should sit. If he doesn't sit, Rich says no sit. So he's come a long way in a short period of time for a puppy his age. We're really proud of him. He's adorable. We're here for you if you need us after he graduates. We will come out to your house and work with you at home. Now this, he's anticipating the next command. And then I laughed and that distracted him. Stay. Rich leaves him in a sit stay and he turns to face him. He uses his right hand to give the command, and this is your down from a distance, and your homework is going to be to lengthen out your distance so that you can get to the end of your 6-foot leash and tell him down and he lays down. Stay. Now we've demonstrated for you all of Lincoln's formal on-leash obedience commands. I'll have a packet of information for you about housebreaking, how to use your commands at home. We'll talk about all that when you pick him up. We've enjoyed having him. He's a sweet boy, and we will see you very soon.